everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion, the tight end. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And again, it's Collins. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
This is Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go!
From the gun, Jones. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. This one left side caught by Patterson. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good, as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down and 4. Winston to throw it this time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Jones on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Winston now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds Humphreys. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Second down, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Winston now to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play fake. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Keep it with Henry on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go. Here we go.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Jones. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Here's Jones to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Thomas has got it. Complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Jones now on 3rd down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So out come the Bucs now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They go play action. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. This will be fielded at the 17. Spinning past him. Oh, another great move. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Jones to throw again. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. What? 90. Check. What? 90. Check. Ohio. 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 Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Saints are going to get a first down. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. What? Ohio. Ohio.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Winston steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Murray's kick. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Jones going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Throwing, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Jones throwing on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now receiver in motion left. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Jameis on second down. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, let credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On second down, here's Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The slot man in motion right. On 4th down, Jones. Unable to corral him. He fights through. He finds Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready, go!
Jameis now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Jones throwing on first down toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards down to the 13. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Flex round! Here we go!
Jones now operating from the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go again with Collins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Off play action. Jones. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run. Here's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To the air on second down. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he's got room. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Following the interception, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They begin with Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Matthew. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Jones now to throw on second down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Here we go. Man 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Man 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
But in that case, run it up.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big
you.